question. Would you ever say, and I know a lot of people do this, would you ever put it as like when you're talking to someone in a statement, if like they're not doing something that you want them to do, would you say right away, go to the negative thing, the positive thing? And I know this happens a lot. Or would you seek for a better positive mindset and say, all right, maybe that didn't work out, and then look for a more positive view? Well, that's punishment. And then there's also the reward factor when it comes to talking, speaking to anyone and people, and as far as getting things done. But also it works, there's a same need for that mindset, that aspect on the mind as well. Would you rather reward the mind for doing something positive than punishing the mind, saying, oh no, it's so beat up, you didn't do this right, we're gonna go back, do it again, and I know it's like dieting or whatever, when you say, oh, I can't have this, we're gonna. So the jet engine landing, you wouldn't necessarily, I know a lot of people would, but you wouldn't necessarily put out the punishment, book it without maybe a thought. But it's better to reward than to punish. Reward gets better results. And I was thinking of that today as I was coming up with a topic, and said, oh, this sounds like a very good topic to talk about, reward versus punishment, as my last one was revenue versus salary. And I'm gonna go sit in the shade here. Oh, that feels good too. Coming from this hill, I just walked down. I said I was gonna go up here to this hill, so let's walk and talk. Reward versus punishment. Like, what? Comment below. When's the last time you rewarded your mind, yourself, for something you did to encourage yourself for that behavior again? When was the last time? Comment below that you punished yourself for something you didn't like, you didn't want to do, or you punished someone else for doing something, or you called them out, maybe publicly, public shaming kind of thing, or in the old days, stoning, public stoning. I'm on this hill, so that's the usual hill that I would climb. Now I'm on this hill. A little different view, but it's the same thing. It's a little flatter. You could fit a couple of tents on this one. A lot of people would come up here and like 4th of July, I'd see them, they'd set up a tent, there'd be a fireworks show out here for festivals or for anything like that. And there'd be festivals out here, and they'd come out here, set up a tent, watch the fireworks, because they'd launch right there. That's the launching platform, straight ahead. Like, this is like front row seats. Yeah, this is a town I lived in since let's put it this way. If I ever mentioned some of the greatness on YouTube here or anything, my first Summon of Greatness I attended when I was living here back in 2019. I moved here in 2019. Moved out this year, early this year, or actually mid this year. Something else happened early this year. If you don't know, there's layoffs but reward punishment. Me going through this year, I can't punish myself for stuff that I did. It's just things change, things evolve, you gotta change with it. lean into AI kind of thing. And if you go with those right flows and everything, it's a good way to go. I think on that hill, I think that's like a sprinkler system lined with sprinkler, and they water that one. I've been passing through Rewards Punishment, where it seems like these grassy golf courses I was passing through, especially the one. I don't have a picture or anything, but it seemed like they were not taking care of it. They were punishing the grassy golf course. What I passed earlier on the way here, on the way back from getting gas, they were punishing the golf course. It looked all dry, but this looks good. This grass looks good. A little dry, but other than that, this always looked pretty good. You know, for summer, and typically it would be dry, and it's been a lot more humid. It's been feeling, and in a lot of ways like Houston, humid. Don't get me wrong, I like the humidity. A lot of people don't, but I like the humidity. I like it. Let's put it this way: it makes the heat a lot more tolerable for me. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but it makes the heat a lot more tolerable for me. I can't stand. It's brutal to be in dry heat. That's punishment for me. That is punishment for me. And it's for the longest time, this area has been known for the drier climate, drier heat. And summers were brutal. It would get to 108. And it would be just brutal in July and August. It's been the last 3 years like a cooler summer. And I think that thanks largely in part to the humidity that came in here. But how long am I going with this? Okay, 7 minutes. So like reward versus punishment. Recap. Like, share, and subscribe as I recap reward versus punishment. Would you rather reward yourself, someone else, your mind, for doing something that you want to keep happening? Or would you punish something that you want to stop? Whether it's you, your mind, someone else. Would you punish? Would you call out? Would you say, stop that? Would you punish or would you reward? The mind, the soul, the heart, you, myself, a third person, group of people, whatever. Would you punish or would you reward? Leave that like, share, subscribe, comment below. How can I support you? What all your tech use needs? Whether it's Zoom, AI, always messing around with something on AI, or video editing, podcasting. Did I mention I love everything there is about podcasts? So yeah, as I see that land, as I close and land this plane here, literally watching a plane land. Yeah, comment below. What do you think? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.